a lot has been going on the last couple seasons. Right now we're in England and we're getting ready for the South American Cup, which is the Copa America. Um, our boy Chabi's gonna be playing for Argentina. I don't even know how old he is right now, but that's cool that he's on the national team already. And we need to send our scout out to work. It's kind of weird because we didn't get a reset where like the season was over and we kind of get to set up for the next year. So we kind of have to do it a different way. We're actually going to keep Pinto here in England. That'd be the easiest thing for him, in my opinion. Obviously, you see here on the right of your screen, they still have our information as being a part of N-Power League 2, but we should be moving up in a second. And then what we're going to do here is a little bit different than what we've done before, but obviously we're going to get our 17-year-olds on the squad, 85 overall potential for Topoco and Cantini, both two French guys. Topoco's going to be your attacker, and then Cantini is going to be your defender. So clearly, Topoco is going to be the one that we use for FIFA. Right now, we get a transfer offer early in the window, and Millwall wants Winfield. And honestly, you could have him, but I'm not dumb. I'm going to try to run the price up just a little bit. And that's because we don't have that much money. So why would I give away people for free? This is like back when we started with Red Bull. I'm not giving away no damn people. But for the first matchup of the group stages, we get Colombia. I don't know if we've played them before. Have we? I'm not sure, honestly. And it kind of confuses me because the way how their colors are confuse them with Venezuela and everybody else in the world. So, I don't know, man. I think we might have played them before. And that's the other thing is last time that there was a matchup for Copa America, I remember simulating it right after the last World Cup and I wasn't paying attention. So I did vow that this time around I would take it more seriously and basically play the games and make sense of it. So that's what we're doing. I mean, we're not going to win. We still got to go up against like the Brazil and Argentinas, obviously. So it's good though, I think, for us to just get our young team together, especially with the guys I'm trying to put into the national team. We still got Josie right there, but we got some guys we're trying to ingratiate. So this is actually all good because they'll get to all be together as opposed to just trying to figure it out once the World Cup comes. So it's bad that I didn't realize, man, that last time around we made it to the quarterfinals without even playing this and getting any type of chemistry. There goes Michael Bradley. So I think it's actually good that we're doing that now here. Getting a little bit of chemistry, a little bit of time together. It's just weird that everything is just March. I'm in England, right? Like February, I'm still in New York trying to figure out whatever. The season hadn't started yet. March, I'm in England. And, well, shoot, let's even go back. Like, looking at the Team USA roster, Hamid, the guy I was telling y'all to pay attention to, he's out there, by the way. Right? Let's just go back a little bit further, right? December, well, I don't even know if we got to December. We was losing tournament games and stuff like that with the Red Bull just because of the change around. And then before you know it, season's about to start again, and we end up moving to the fourth division in England, and Altidore with the goal. Like I said, it's right now his team. He's the bridge player before we get to whatever is going to happen for the future. It's still his team. He's still there doing his thing. So we go from losing to now we're in England. We're in England. We end up going on a crazy win streak, getting promoted. And from promotion, shoot, we get like a 5-minute break, and now we're here in Copa America. Hamid, who we used to abuse with the Red Bull, we used to abuse him. He ends up getting a clean sheet here, out the door with the goal, and we beat Colombia in Copa America. So yeah, it's been a crazy last 2 years, man. We went from being a really good team, losing in the championship, to selling everybody and being a shoot. We were a good regular season team, but we just didn't have the guns anymore for like to battle against the top teams. And then relocation. And I still got to deal with the national team. To me, that's kind of crazy, is being in England, but then still having to be the coach of the national team. I think that would make a lot of games have to get rescheduled, and a lot of stuff have to shift around because, boy, that would be ridiculous travel. I think the greatest part about the Red Bull was we were in New York, and we could kind of easily deal with the national team. So Altidore and Meyer share man of the match. I don't know, man. There's too much going on. It's like, I don't know, a lot going on in my head right now about how things have been going. A lot actually going on. We got games to play. Man, it's a stressful time right now in the career of Mr. Glen Floyd, because, boy, you wanted to go back home, now you back home, and now you got to move up actually and go deal with some more nonsense and more competition, and then you don't got no money, so you don't even got the guys or the young guys to really develop and use. Like, everything is crazy. Now we got Brazil in the group stages right away. This is the team that just knocked us out of the World Cup, right? 2-0. So when you look at the roster, though, we got our guys in there. Garza's even playing for the national team. Shoot, Sims is playing for the national team. We really got all our guys, and that's why I think this is important too, because that's the next step. The next step is to get these guys ready for 2022, to be honest with you. And I think we're in, 2019? So we got a little bit of time, but that is the next step. And that's what you're seeing here, is we're getting those young guys in there. My plan is starting to take shape. Now we still got some of the other guys in there like Shea and Altidore, but you seen right here these guys turning their back. Clark is our guy. Murray is our guy. Shoot. There was a couple guys that just turned their back. And if I was to run it off, you'd have been like, okay, Johnson is our guy. He's on the team. Garza is our guy. And I'm talking about our guy like in terms of we scouted them as young kids, got them on the youth club, and had them playing for Red Bull, and now they're playing on the national team. So yeah, this is all important. I'll keep reiterating that. All these games where we could build that camaraderie is important. That's another thing I feel like what we were talking about last time during the World Cup is some of these guys get to play together for 3 or 4 World Cups. So it's a battle between us and Brazil, the top 2 teams in this little group stage. But yeah, so we got Witowski, we got Bruin, we got Estrada. Like, those are all our guys. To go with the Sims and the Murray, and you know what I'm saying? Like, man, the Clark. Hey, bro. And all they got is Neymar, low key. They don't got none of the other young guys that we have grown, but that makes sense though. Brazil is pretty picky. They have the top of the litter to pick from. They're a top team internationally. They don't really need anything. Keep doing it, Josie. Keep doing it, bro. This is your team for right now. Garza's right there waiting for you to pass the torch. And Garza's a guy for me that just had, 13 goals for Red Bull? And he's shown progression every year. So, yeah, go ahead, Josie. You got to enjoy it, man. You got to do your thing. Especially with soccer, bro. I feel like people, like rare players, get to get 3 World Cups, like Messi and stuff like that. But a lot of guys don't get to 3, bro. They'll get 2. Like, keep it a buck. They're not going to get no damn 3. And it's crazy because Sims is on there, and I don't really remember him doing much. Witowski's on there. Like, he's one of our young guys right now was, because we're not on Red Bull no more. But I don't know. It's crazy to see. So we end up tying Brazil, and to me, that is great. Altidore led us, but that is great. Even though this is the Copa America, I think going from losing 2-0 to now tying them, that's actually really good. That's a Strata right there. Hey man, and he's American, so he definitely from DR or something. He from somewhere, bro. Well, probably not DR because DR don't got no damn soccer players. He probably from. I'm trying to think. Cuba don't really got no soccer players because I'm trying to think of the guys that would be like a dark skinned Latino. Because clearly the man name is Estrada, or he could be one of those rare ones where like his mom is like I don't know Colombian and his dad. Well, no, his Estrada, so it'd be his dad actually. Dad mess around be Colombian, his mom be black. You know how that go. They love black women. Or shit, his parents was both black. Or he could be one of those dudes, bro, where he was in Brazil, or his family was in Brazil or something, and then they came to America. But I don't know. I don't know. Cause Altidore, I think he has said his parents were Nigerian or something like that. So that's another thing. So Hamid actually wins man of the match, even though he gave up 2 goals. That's crazy though. We used to work him with the Red Bull, and then he only gave up 2 to Brazil. Well, he gave up 2 last time in the World Cup. Wasn't no Johnson did, and that's what I was saying too. Pay attention to the goalkeepers because there's gonna be a lot of moving parts. It was Johnson that gave up the 2, and now Hamid is playing. But either way, I like this team. That's really a good result. I guess with other clubs, you would have wanted a win and expected a win. But for us, I mean, shit, we just lost to them 2-0. So that was actually great. I think Meyer just got hurt, by the way. Yeah, he did. That's why I got to delegate and switch up the rotation. But I made it to where with the selections, there's a lot of guys that I coached either way. So either which way that we switch it up, shoot, here you go again. Hey, and that's what I like. I ain't gonna lie. Just, looking at the different options, right? I like the fact that um, Estrada's a dark skinned dude. Because look, we're going against Ecuador and they got a bunch of dark skinned dudes. So shoot, he didn't have to come from Brazil. He could have came from Ecuador. He could have came from Venezuela or wherever it is to come to America and then be on the American team. But his dad would obviously have to be from like a Brazil or Ecuador. I would say Ecuador. Actually, now that we're looking at it, because when you look at Estrada, I don't think that's a Brazilian last name, low key. But either way, that's just a cool thing, and I've always thought it was cool when you see like the Afro Latinas, man. I always think that's cool because I always wanted to learn Spanish just so I could mess with people. Yeah. So they could start talking. I just did a Charleston White. So they could start talking and doing their thing, and then you know it, and then you spit it. Because it's like, have you ever seen those videos where people go to like a Chinese restaurant or a Japanese or Asian, whatever, and then it's like a normal white person and they start speaking it, and people are like, oh my God, how do you know that? Like, I always think that's the coolest thing, and it's so kind of backwards and dumb in a sense because these people that live in these countries know there's Afro Latinas. Like there's whole parts of like Mexico where it's just Afro Latinas or Latinos, my bad. Bull crapping. Forget about the male and the female, but Afro Latin. But whatever. There's a lot of places that have those kinds of population and they're still like surprised. Unless it's like DR where everybody is basically Afro Latino or Latina. So yeah, we got our boy Murray in there, starting with Estrada, and then a lot of guys coming off the bench. A lot of guys. So we ain't really infiltrating the starting lineup right now. Like we said, I think Meyer just got hurt. I don't think Clark is playing in this one, so it is what it is. Ain't no way we just drawed with Ecuador. What the hell are we doing, bro? What the heck are we doing? We beat Colombia, we tie Brazil, we draw with Ecuador. Ain't no way, bro. I know we're missing Meyer and everything like that. And he actually is a really good young player for us. But damn, bro. We missing him that much? Well, shit, yeah. Because in the World Cup, didn't he score like 3 goals? Yeah. Let's not downplay his impact. Because he actually did carry in the World Cup. And Josie was the star. I would say that. Bradley did have a good role. But Josie definitely was Batman. Bradley was more Robin. And even like with his impact, what would we say Meyer was? Because who is, they don't have another sidekick, do they? Nightwing or something? Probably like Nightwing. Yeah, Meyer was like Nightwing. So Gil gets man of the match. And we got some guys out there, I'll be honest with you, they will not be on the team in 2022. Like Packwood is not going to be on the team. Lechak, he's not going to be on the team. The dude that just won man of the match, whoever his name, he ain't going to be on the team. I'm literally going to treat it just like I did the Red Bull, where we got to the point where at first it was like 2 young guys, then 4 young guys, then 6 young guys, then 8, then 9, then 10, and then it was all young guys. So I'm telling you right now, that's my ultimate plan, that by 2022, it'll be a whole team of my young guys. And they won't be young anymore, because if we started in 2012 and we really started recruiting America like 2015, and they were like 16 years old, so most of them, they'll be like 23, 22. And we get Argentina in the knockout stage. That is not good at all. Good thing about playing Argentina, though, is we get to play our boy Chabi, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, and he's starting. That's hard. Number 17, he's starting, actually. That is so hard, bro. Because, like I said, he has the ability to take the torch from Messi. He is playing for Chelsea right now. And we're in the golden era of Argentina football. And he's in the forefront because he's only what, like, let's see what year he came out and I'll tell you exactly how old he should be. That's hard, though, because now he's going up against some of his little Red Bull teammates. Well, not really, actually, because these Americans weren't really on the team doing much. But Chabi came out. His last year with us was basically like 2015. And in 2015, because Chabi's a star. Chabi's not a joke. Ancillary. I don't think he's an ancillary. I think he's an actual star for FIFA. Yeah. Chabi's a star for FIFA 17. So if Chabi was 19 for 17, well, no, he wouldn't be. Would it 19? What the heck? Because it'd be 15. Probably be like 16. So Chabi right now should be like 1920. Should be. He should be like 1920 right now. No, hell no. He wouldn't be 1920. He'd be, if he was 19 and 17, and we're talking about right now, we're in 19. And he's like 2021. So Chabi's like 2021, bro. That's like barely senior year in college age. And he's been playing this whole time since he was like 16. And now that I'm thinking about it, isn't Chabi the one that had number 28? The ugly ass number that I was like, man, I hate that number for him. Now he's number 17. Now that he's a grown man playing for Argentina and Chelsea. There he is right there. So they end up beating us 1-0. And to me, again, that all shows growth, because we're the same team that started off our international journey losing 5-4, giving up 5 goals. So I'm actually happy. I mean, a lot of people aren't, and of course they wouldn't be. This is probably the first time I'm seeing all these single digits. I don't think I've ever seen someone wear number 1 in this game. That's crazy. I mean, number 5. I feel like everybody's wearing like double digits, like 10 and all those numbers. Like literally, this is the first time I'm seeing these smaller numbers. Or maybe I'm, I don't know, just not paying attention. Because I think I've seen one of our goalies or a goalie wear one before, so maybe I'm just not paying attention. And I still want to know what it is. Josie had a shot, bro. That's a good save. That was a really good save, actually. Right here. That's a great save. That was a nice header. Oh, they got us on a rebound? Oh, no, they didn't. We got up out of there. What'd they get us on? On that? Oh, ain't no way. He did that stupid little dribble and got it took. Carr was the man of the match. I mean, I still think I see progression and growth with the team. Nothing to be mad about, to hang your head about. And we still got 3 years. We got 20, 21, 22 to get ready for the World Cup. So I'm happy with the way how things went. Obviously, I would have loved to get through and get against Brazil again. And shoot, that other side of the bracket is sweet. They got Uruguay going against Colombia. That is such sweet business, bro. But it was cool playing in a little Copa America, seeing our boy Chabi. Let's get back to business, though, man. Uruguay, they're moving on to the next round. Brazil is on to the next round. And Brazil wins it all. That's cool. Wish some of my young guys from Brazil would have been on there. The trio, Nuno, Collado, Rocha. And there it goes, the end of another one of my videos. Thank you for watching. See you soon.